Hello, everyone. Well, you are still surviving, so that's good. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about any technical aspects or any technical pieces of our software, obviously, because if not, it's going to be a mess. So you probably already know me, so I will skip the introduction because I think it's not necessary, obviously. And well, our marketing team already talked about the benefits of having a case study and things together now. But you will be surprised that the most common questions that we receive on the sales team as soon as someone is approaching us is how many people are working in Collabora, and do you have real customers using Collabora? So yes, and obviously we are trying to justify that we are not a bunch of guys typing code on a van. And we are a company, we support our employees and our customers, and that's really important for us, obviously. And how we do that? By obviously creating case studies and customer references, I think is one of the most important things that we can have in order to justify our work, in order to justify to others that we support many customers, many organizations, companies worldwide, etc., and that we are a company that stands behind our software. So that's important also. I'm going to talk about different use cases, case studies that we have. And normally, what we do is, first of all, having a long discussions with our partners. Our partners are the face of Collabora for the end customers, and without them, we cannot sell. That's obvious. They understand the market, the local market, the people behind that, language, etc. There are a lot of barriers for a company that is trying to sell worldwide. And as I always said, you need to think global, but act locally. And thanks to our partners, we are doing that, no? This is the first case study that I'm going to mention. This is SIV, is one of the major global public sector digital services for healthcare and public organizations in France. I think this is important not only for the number of users, because, well, when someone is talking about Collabora, there is no 50 users only, or companies with 20 users using Collabora. We have many different deployments with a lot of users using Collabora and collaborative editing, etc. In this case, we are talking about more than 30,000. So this is not a small deployment. A lot of people using it on a daily basis. And I think the most important thing of this case study is also the number of sessions and collaborative editing that they have. There are multiple people collaborating on a daily basis on Collabora Online using our software. And that's great because this is exactly what we are trying to do now, having a lot of people that can enter the same document, collaborate, and have a smooth experience with us, no? Another important one, our colleagues from Arawa already mentioned this, but I think it's important to mention this because the value that the partner is providing in this case is also training and support for users, because normally what we're trying to do is trying to reduce fear in customers' mind, because if something goes wrong with Microsoft, it's Microsoft's fault. But if something goes wrong with an open source solution, it's probably the IT manager who is taking that decision, no? So let's try to reduce risk by providing support, local support, first and second support level, training if it's necessary for end users, and also the technical people that is adapting the solution. So I think it's important. And this is the value that our partners are providing apart from any more value. But I think in this case, it's pretty clear that the training and support for users was the key in order to close the deal, in order to have successful users and IT managers using the tool. So I think this is really great to have our partners supporting this specific part of the deal, no? We also have Surf, is a long story that we have with our partner on cloud. In this case, probably the most interesting thing, apart from the number of users that you can see here, well, Surf is one of the largest IT companies, organizations in the Netherlands. They are doing the National Research and Educational Network, maintaining that. And apart from having something like more than 60,000 users, which is a really large scale of users, I think the most important thing is the adoption of the tool. How many users are using the tool on a daily basis, and they are escalating the number of users every single day. And the reason why is because they are having a good experience with us. And if they have a good experience, more users are going to use the tool and the adoption is going to escalate, no? And that's exactly what we would really want to achieve. And again, Arawa, with one of the most important universities in France. And this is important because in this university, they always trying to be the tip of the spear in the innovation, and adopting other kind of technologies and solutions is helping them in order to attract other students and more people that are interested in this kind of education, no? And I think we are achieving that thanks to, again, our partners that are providing local support and all the necessary things in order to provide this to the local authorities and in this case, the university. But I think it's also important to see that we are talking about 70,000 students, 70,000 users that are using the tool. Obviously, not always at the same time, obviously. But again, a large number of users using the tool and being the tip of the spear of the innovation and going outside the Microsoft environment or any other kind of solutions in order to, having something different that can attract people and also students. So that's also really great. And thank you very much. This is all.